The risk isn't the talent, it's the bet on what hasn't happened yet. The Blue Jays decided to shake up the outfield on Friday morning, and honestly, it's impossible to look at this trade with Houston without feeling a chill down your spine. Sending Joey Loperfido back to the Astros to bring in Jesus Sanchez is the kind of move that defines a front office. Either Ross Atkins found gold in a raw diamond, or we just traded a guy everyone at Rogers Center loved for a $6.8 million question mark. They call it a stylistic choice, but let's be honest, among people here in Canada who understand baseball, we're paying to find out. Literally. We gave up Loperfido's flexibility, he still had minor league options and could move between AAA and the big league lineup, to bring in a 28-year-old who, well, still needs to prove he's what the underlying metrics say he is. Atkins' logic is as clear as Lake Ontario ice in the winter. He wants power. He wants the kind of impact that makes the ball disappear into the horizon. The power is real, he told us. And if you look at last season's data, Sanchez's exit velocities are eye-popping. A 91.3 mile-per-hour average exit velocity, a 75.9 mile-per-hour bat speed. For perspective, on our current roster, only Vladdy Jr. hits the ball harder. His swing is a cannon, quick, heavy, and on paper, exactly what this lineup has been missing to create real fear. But there's a detail here that changes everything, and it's a detail that's uncomfortable. Sanchez has all that strength, all that elite speed, yet he has never hit 20 home runs in an MLB season. Not once. We're looking at a Ferrari engine mounted on a chassis that hasn't learned how to take the corner. The hitting staff, led by David Popkins and Louis Inotti, has a Herculean task ahead. They're betting they can refine that swing so the ball stops being merely hit hard and starts landing in the Toronto seats. It's a project, but do we have time for projects when the competitive window is tightening? The situation gets even tenser when you look at the rest of the outfield. With Anthony Santander sidelined after shoulder surgery, the hole was exposed. Atkins tried to be diplomatic, saying the trade was potentially connected to the Santander news, but we don't need to be geniuses to draw the line. We needed a body out there. Now, we've got a puzzle. Sanchez arrives to be the guy against right-handed pitching. His career OPS against righties is .774. Against lefties, a disastrous .52. That means we already know exactly when he'll be in the lineup and when he'll be sitting. He's a unique athlete, runs well, defends well, but we've lived the niche player story before, and we know how that can complicate life for John Schneider when filling out the lineup card. But what if the issue isn't strictly tactical fit? What really hurts is the clubhouse. Loperfido was a consummate professional. He came over in the Kikuchi trade in 2024 and integrated in a way few players do. He was the kind of guy who accepted his role without complaint, waited for his opportunity, and delivered what he could. Losing that type of energy for a financial and analytical gamble is a cold move. That's baseball as business, dry and direct. We have Dalton Varsho, who we hope to see in 150 games in center, but the corners are now no man's land. Nathan Lucas, Davis Schneider, Miles Straw, prospects like RJ Schreck and Yohendrick Pinango, and George Springer floating between the field and DH. That's a lot of names and not much certainty. If Sanchez continues to be the inconsistent player he was with the Marlins and Astros over the last 6 years, we'll spend all of 2026 trying to solve the same riddle we faced in 2025. It's frustrating to think we might just be swapping pieces without definitively raising the ceiling. The front office is doubling down on athletic upside instead of proven production. They say they like how easily he generates power. I'd rather see that power translate to wins on hot July nights in Toronto. Baseball is the hardest sport in the world, and consistently impacting games, as Atkins himself admitted, is extremely difficult. At the end of the day, what we have is a $6.8 million player who hits the ball hard but still doesn't know where it's going to land. It's a stylistic adjustment that cost flexibility and clubhouse morale. The Blue Jays need strengths if they want to dream about a World Series, but for now, it feels like we're just shuffling the deck and hoping an ace appears out of nowhere. The power is there, the contract is there. Now we wait to see if the baseball is too. What do you think about betting on Sanchez's elite swing at the expense of Loperfido? Was the financial risk worth it, or are we just treading water once again?